The inaugural EurAsia Cup match here in Kuala Lumpur at the Glen Marie Golf and Country Club opened up with 5 4-ball matches between Asia and Europe. Match number 1 saw the two captains in opposition, but first they watched the Malaysian Prime Minister play the ceremonial opening drive, and a pretty good one too, to the delight of those watching and the relief of the Prime Minister. Miguel Angel Jimenez and Thongchai Jaidee not only opposing captains but in opposition in the opening match, and it was Jimenez who struck the first blow for Europe after the Asian pair of Jaidee and Api Barnrat had gone ahead. An eagle at the third for Jimenez to take the match back to all square, and from that point on Europe were very much in control, with Jimenez the star. This for birdie at the 8th from the Spaniard. And then to the difficult par 5 11, short but with what we thought was a tricky pin position. Jimenez using the slope beautifully. Back it comes. That set up the eagle opportunity for Jimenez, which he duly took, and that put Europe 3 up after 11. It all came to an end at the 17th. A long birdie chance for Thongchai Jaidee, which he had to take. It was a good putt, but it didn't drop, and that meant that Europe had taken the honours in the opening match by a margin of 2-1. Jimenez very much the star, along with partner Larathabal against Jaidee and Kiradech Api Barnrat. The second match also went Europe's way. Torbjørn Olesen in for a birdie at the 3rd. After that, Europe at one point led 2 up. Back came the Japanese pairing of Oda and Tanahara. Tanahara here bowling out for birdie at 16. That got the margin back to 2. And although the match went to the final green, Torbjørn Olesen had 2 for it. Duly took them. And the handshakes confirmed a second European win for Bjorn and Olesen over Oda and Tanahara. Joost Luiten got Europe off to a good start in the 3rd match. This was his second into the 4th. That led to a birdie for the Dutchman. A very impressive European pairing of Victor Dubuisson and Joost Luiten. This was Dubuisson for birdie at the 9th, and when this dropped, Europe were 2 up. Smiles all round, especially when Luiten almost made albatross at the 11th. Turning away, he knew it was good, didn't know it was going to hit the pin. An eagle for Luiten, and Europe once again firmly in control, 3 up after 11 holes. It ended at the 16th, an eagle opportunity for Victor Dubuisson, and although he didn't quite make the eagle, the birdie was good enough. A 3-2 victory for the French-Dutch combination against Prayad Markseng and Rahman Sidikur of Asia. So 3-0 for Europe. And match number 4 was very much in European control as well, especially after a stunning opening shot from Gonzalo Fernandez Castaño. Not his opening shot, but his second. And this straight in for an eagle 2 at the par 4 opening hole. Europe turned 2 up, and then perhaps the decisive blow struck at the 11th hole by Scotland's Stephen Gallagher, rolling this one in down the slope for an eagle 3. That put Europe 3 up, and it would end just 4 holes later, and again it was the Scots who holed the putt which ended the match. A birdie at the 15th, and a pretty comfortable win for Fernandez Castaño and Gallagher over the Indian pair of Gaganjit Bhullar and Anirban Lahiri for Asia. So 4 out of 4 for Europe. Different story early on in the 5th and final match. Nicholas Fung, the young Malaysian, played very well early on along with partner Kim Hyung-sung of Korea, and that birdie putt at 7 had Asia 3 up. But back came the Europeans. McDowell in for a birdie at the 8th. And once again, the 11th hole, the reachable par 5, was crucial in this match. Jamie Donaldson rolling in a putt for eagle. That really was the turning point. That got it back to all square, and Europe then took control of the match. Donaldson again with a long birdie putt at the 13th. For the first time, Europe were ahead. 3 down after a 7, but 1 up after 13. And it was Donaldson again at the 17th. Not the best of tee shots from the Welshman, but a lovely recovery. And the par 3 was good enough. From 3 down, McDowell and Donaldson beat Kim and Fung 3-1 to complete a clean sweep for Europe. 5-0 in the opening 4 balls.